would like to talk about my diversity field experience. Starting with the most important organ in your body, it's your brain. 1 in 4 adults experience mental illness, but mental illness is no one's fault, and they can be treated through medication or therapies. This allows people who suffer from mental health have the opportunity to live their lives to the fullest. Getting the experience. So I interviewed 2 participants. The first one is a 21-year-old female who suffers from depression, anorexia, and bulimia. The second participant is a 23-year-old female who has general anxiety and depression. The questions that I asked were, how has having these disorders changed your relationships with your friends and family? Describe your high school experience. How has this changed your outlook on life? Do you feel the treatment has hurt you or helped you more? Is there something you wish people understood about you? And how long were you experiencing symptoms before you were diagnosed? The first question, how has having these disorders changed your relationships? Participant 1 said, my relationships suffered during my worst. I thought I liked when I could next restrict or purge. It's like I lost emotion for people I love because I was so focused on what I could use symptoms. I lost so many relationships and now they are far too gone to fix. Participant 2 said, sometimes I fall into a deep depressive episode where I cut everyone off, which puts a strain on my relationships. Clearly, both of my participants who have mental illness have affected their relationship with their friends and family, and sometimes there's just nothing they can do about it anymore. Both of their experiences through high school, participant 1 said, I was made fun of, my grades dropped because of it. I was once a 4.0 student, and being bullied made me do everything to become popular. My grades dropped, my mental health, my weight, and my life. Everything dropped in this time of darkness. Participant 2 said, I personally hated high school. Besides sports, I shared no connections with other girls in my grade. Having a mental illness can affect your experiences in high school, even elementary school and middle school. How has this changed your outlook on life? Participant 1 said, my outlook on life has changed drastically. I was so happy and wanted a future, and now, after everything, I don't know what I want in life anymore, let alone even wanting a life. Participant 2 said, I feel like I mastered faster than others who had the opportunity to live out their teenage years. I worked a lot of hours in high school and was a full-time PSEO student. So, participant 1, who has depression and eating disorders, she doesn't know where she wants to go in life anymore. Participant 2 took life into her own hands and decided to work a lot in high school and do full-time PSEO. Do you feel that the treatment has helped you or hurt you more? Participant 1 said, well, it could go both ways, but I would say it hurt me more because it took all my time and energy and left me with nothing. Participant 2 said, I notice a difference when I'm not taking my medication, so I would say that the treatment helped. Between participant 1 and 2, the difference is that participant 1 went to therapy 5 days a week for 7 hours each day, and participant 2 had to take medication every day. So both of these different treatments can have a toll on your life. Is there something you wish people understood about you? Participant 1 said, yes, that I'm not crazy, I just don't remember how to act normal. And participant 2 said, I wish people that understood that being diagnosed with anxiety and depression is a chronic illness that affects us every day in our lives. And yeah, it does affect them every day because, like I said, participant 1 doesn't know how to act normal anymore because after doing so many hours of therapy and taking so many different medications, she doesn't know how to act normal, and that's her new normal. How long were you experiencing symptoms before you were diagnosed? Participant 1 said, 2 years. Participant 2, I was diagnosed very young, so I don't remember experiencing symptoms. I was told that I would cry when I was in a room with too many people, just because my anxiety was so bad. I was 4 when I was diagnosed. What can you do to help, as teachers, as peers? Address remarks or statements towards the stigma, rather than ignoring uncomfortable situations. This will help your students who do suffer from mental illnesses, help them be more comfortable in your class and they'll feel more comfortable experiencing and showing their feelings towards classmates and you as a teacher. It's important to provide resources and teach about mental health in classrooms. So if students that don't know anything about mental health, they're able to help their friends with it. And as for peers, express empathy towards the situations of your friends and ask questions to have a better understanding. It's okay as a peer to offer up ideas like therapy because you want them to get better as well. What have I learned? Mental health can appear differently in each person, like I've shown in both of my interviews. Different types of mental health, different situations can affect you differently. And it's important to try to have an understanding of what a person's going through. I included a little positive mental health toolkit for you or even for your friends. Be kind to yourself and others. Using flexible and accurate thinking skills, able to set and achieve goals and take action. Having a positive outlook on life is what's important. I also wanted to mention that I included their word-for-word quotes in this interview because I think it's important to share their word and what they're actually experiencing, because I couldn't summarize what they've said just because I think it's more, it means more to see their words written. Thank you.